Preference utilitarianism is one of the most popular forms of utilitarianism and contradicts some of the early forms of the theory. The main idea of preference utilitarianism is that there is no way to accurately define what is good and what is not. People may have different ideas about what constitutes their benefits, advantage or happiness, and this is referred to as subjective preference. This theory is classed as a consequentialist theory, even though preference utilitarianism states that morality depends on the subjective preference. The most favourable consequences should still be produced. Since what is good or bad depends solely on individual preferences, there is nothing in itself which can be good or bad except for the resulting state of mind.
Hare was an English upper-middle-class philosopher whose past experiences of war influenced his views on utilitarianism. He was an avid supporter and influential scholar on preference utilitarianism. He argued for his theory of prescriptivist approach to moral language. For example, saying that something is right is a way of prescribing it as a policy for others. He states that preference utilitarianism is important as it takes into account the preferences of the individuals involved, except where they come into conflict with the preferences of others. He says that preference utilitarianism maximizes the chances that everyone's preferences will be satisfied.
Peter Singer was born July 6, 1946, and is an Australian moral philosopher and preference utilitarian. He argues that the consequences to be promoted are those which satisfy the wishes or preferences of the maximum numbers of beings who have preferences. So basically, the more people who get what they want, the better. So the world is better, and the more that people's desires are frustrated, the worse the world turns out to be. Singer also rejects that humans are more valuable than animals. He argues that humans have no right to better treatment than animals. An adult chimp has more consciousness than a baby, so killing a chimp would be the same as killing a baby. To Singer, not all persons are humans, and some humans are definitely not persons.
Preference utilitarianism can be distinguished by its acknowledgement that every person's experience of satisfaction will be unique, and this is how it differs from the previous theories representing utilitarianism.